because we are going to enjoy a lot of
Sure,
activities
ma'am.
will be
Sure.
there. Yes. Reena ma'am, may I request you to turn on your camera, please, if you're comfortable?
Actually, I'm traveling.
Oh, okay. No worries. No worries. We'll wait for another participants to be joining and then we'll have I'll try to make it as exciting as possible for all of you. We'll just wait for a few minutes. So, meanwhile, ma'am, can you tell us about like yourself, something about yourself? Let's make it very interactive.
Yes, ma'am. Myself, Purvi Modi. I am a passionate pre-primary educator working in
Wow.
a renowned school, Divan Ballubai Primary School,
Okay.
English medium.
Okay. Good. Good. And Reena, ma'am, may we know about you?
Yeah, I'm working for St. Lawrence High School, Vashi. It's a group of, it belongs to the group of Ryan Group of Institutions. And I'm teaching computer and maths for 5th to 8th standard.
Oh, that's really great. So today I'm going to learn a lot, huh? Acha,
Yes.
please be very comfortable. Like when all the other participants will also join, I'll ask this question. Which language should I be going bilingual or it's English to English? Matlab, jis bhi language mein, the language of learning should be comfortable and should be acceptable. So I would want a unanimous answer for this question so that we can move accordingly.
English is fine.
Okay, Purvi ma'am, what about you?
Sorry, I have not heard what you said.
I'm asking, should we be going bilingual या फिर English to English? Whatever you people are comfortable.
Both I am comfortable. Both.
Okay ji. Lakshmi ma'am,
English
welcome to
also no
the...
problem.
Sorry?
Both are okay. Either English
Okay.
or Hindi or bilingual, both are fine.
English will
Okay
also be
ji.
do. No problem.
Okay ji. Now, we have 4 to 5 participants and I would really request all of you to turn your cameras on. I would really appreciate and love to see the lovely faces. Thank you, Rinku ma'am. Thank you, Lakshmi ma'am. Hi, how are you all?
Fine, ma'am.
You
Fine.
all are mute, ma'am. You all are mute. Okay. So, by the time other participants are joining, let me ask you all a quick question. Okay. Do you have a pen nearby? Do you have a pen nearby?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. If not, please arrange it. No worries. Reena ma'am, I hope you'll be able to cope up with the things because you're on traveling, though you'll be getting the recording, but still, like whatever activity you can participate, please do participate.
I'll try. I'll try.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, Ji. Hanji. So, Lakshmi ma'am, got the pen? Rinku ma'am has got the pen. Okay, ji. She is on an official call. Rinku ma'am has got the pen. And Purvi ma'am also has the pen. Wonderful. So, अब क्या करेंगे जी? We'll take our left palm and draw that emotion with which you started your day. Yes. With your right hand on your left palm, draw that emotion with which you started your morning. You can put it down and then can draw it. You can put it down and can draw it, and then we'll discuss. Hello, Seema ma'am. Welcome to this webinar.
Hi.
Can I request you to turn on your camera, please? Because we are
Uh,
going through an activity.
okay.
Hanji. Let me see how many beautiful participants do I have today. Except like ma'am is like Reena ma'am is traveling, rest all of us at home. So I request all of you, okay, just close your fist. We'll be sharing it a little later. Purvi ma'am, we'll be sharing it a little later. Seema ma'am, Lakshmi ma'am, and Rinku ma'am, if you all are free, like draw that emotion with which you started your day today. And then turn on your cameras. Thank you, Rinku ma'am. It can be any emotion. It can be even of anger. Like your children did not keep the things at place on night, so you were angry in the morning. It can be happy. Oh, wow, wow. Purvi ma'am, show yours. Purvi ma'am, show yours. Okay, G, wonderful. Seema ma'am, Lakshmi ma'am, are we done? If we are done, we can just start with the introductory activity. Okay, Ji, wonderful. I can like see that beautiful smile on your face. अच्छा जी, अब सब अपने आप को unmute कर दो थोड़ी देर के लिए. All of you unmute yourself. And let's get ready for another activity. Okay? I shall join once. Okay, Ji. Okay, Lakshmi ma'am. No worries. No worries. We all will start with a beautiful activity. I'll start that and you will follow that. Okay. I'll do any action with my hands, whatever I want. And doing along with that action, I'll spell out my name and one activity or one thing which makes me very happy. Okay. So as soon as I finish, remember what do you have to do? The whosoever is starting, let's say after me, Purvi ma'am, whatever action I'm doing, the next action should be in coordination with that action on which I ended. And you will
Ma'am,
say your
only
name.
action we have to do, or we have to say something?
Then you will tell your name and one thing which makes you extremely happy. Okay, Ji?
Okay.
And
Two
then
action only.
Hanji, I'll do and then I'll explain. And then Rinku ma'am. Got it? Okay, we'll start. So, hello everyone. My name is Mrs. Meenukar Chawla and writing makes me super happy. Purvi ma'am.
Hello everyone. Myself Purvi Modi. I like to create beautiful poems.
Wow. Rinku ma'am.
Hello everyone, my name is Rinku Chaudhary and I love to do gardening.
Oh, wow. Okay, wonderful. Seema ma'am.
Without turning on video, right?
No. Please turn on the video. No, let us see.
No, not possible now.
Okay, Ji, no worries, no worries. Without
Yeah,
turning on
thank you.
the camera, you can say.
Okay, yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Seema. I love to play throw ball.
Wow, wonderful. Reena ma'am says she won't be able to participate in the activity. No worries. Now, after this, quickly, just we'll be doing one more activity and then we'll be moving ahead to our today's class, right? You all have drawn the emotion with which you got up in the morning. Now, I would request all of you to draw a tattoo on your wrist of the emotion with which you entered the webinar. And how are you feeling now? There must be some different emotion while you entered webinar na. Arey yaar, webinar mein to participate kar liya, I have to do this, I have to do that. And right now, what are you feeling? So basically 2 tattoos. Okay, on your wrist if possible. If not possible, you can make it on a
Two
paper.
tattoos mean? Hello.
One tattoo with an emotion with which you just sat in the webinar. Oh, it's going to be another boring webinar like the others. And if you're feeling even a little better, or if you're at the same platform, draw exactly the same tattoo. I'm still feeling bored. Seema ma'am, if you can also participate in this.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
drawing. I'm just
okay, Ji.
we should
Okay,
draw.
Ji.
I'll show it through. I'll show it.
Happy. Okay, Ji. Okay, Ji, Rinku ma'am. Happy. Great. I'm waiting for Purvi ma'am. Rinku ma'am is sipping nicely. I very strongly feel that nurturing educators' mental health is very, very important. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes.
Yes,
Okay, ji.
ma'am.
Okay, ji. So there's a lot of stress which not only the teachers carry, but sometimes the students also carry. So together we'll just learn some of the things which can help us, reducing our stress, the stress of the classroom. And that's just one of the ways through which there's someone through which I'm just trying to help the people. Now, sink and smile was the activity which we did. That was, we drew tattoos and then we introduced each other. Then we did some body actions. So that was just an introductory activity. Now, why did I curate this workshop? I love writing. Actually, if I say writing is my sanctuary, that wouldn't be wrong. So here I've curated a small poem for all of you based on Blackboard. It says, I'm Blackboard, humble and still, yet I echo the warmth of your will. Like whatever's willpower, the willpower of teaching, of pouring everything I have learned to my students is what makes the will of a teacher. There's not only the will, but the care, the calm, and there's a lot of chaos behind, but still on the board reflects our calm. The gentle light which we carry, the way each and every teacher makes a simple and ordinary moment to be the brightest. Some child may say, oh, this is my aha moment. So this together can be achieved when teacher and Blackboard become a strong friend. So based on that, I thought of, let me make you understand why did I curate this workshop, so that you can understand what power do each one of you carry to the classroom, and that power can be doubled with this humble Blackboard. I hope till here it's clear.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yeah.
Hanji. So now, please keep the paper and the pen ready, because now we begin with the most important part of the workshop. See, there are there are two W's and one H. WWH. Why, what, and how. How is something which we come to later. Let's see. Why am I doing this? Why am I going to teach my children this topic? If that is very clear to me, only then my how will be very clear to me. First, as a teacher, we have to understand this. Now, why is it important for us to understand? Just because we are entering into the classroom of, let's say, 40 different mindset children. They are Gen Z, they are even a step advanced than that. If we know 10 sites to be searching on Google or ChatGPT, they know 20. Now, when children are so ahead of us, then it's very difficult for us to make the child concentrate in the class. Like, let's say, very simple thing. I am not saying that, like, from grade 1 or pre primary to grade 12, the CBSE curriculum, the CBSE chapters remain the same, right? But still, I mean, it has to be very, very convincing. If I go straight into the class and if I open one of the pages of the book, let's say I've been English teacher throughout my life, and if I open English book and I say, come on, open the book, and today we'll be reading Keeping Quiet, the poem. Obviously, the children will open the book. Some will be dragged in the classroom. Some will still be like, they have no choice. They have no option. They'll be sitting unwillingly just because they have to sit. So here comes the first R of this Blackboard: relevance. Why are we learning? Now, this why are we learning should be coming not from us, but from the students. Now, how do we do that? We just frame some questions. And the most important question which we have to feed in ours, there are two things, right? Some of the children will say, what will happen if I learn this topic. On the other hand, there will be few children who say, what will happen if I will not learn this about this topic? Yes? Are you all in sync with me?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
happens in our classes. So now, the children who are already into this, ki, yes, I'm going to miss on something important if I will not learn this topic, or if I will not understand this topic, those children are a no problem for us. But that set of children who are always, why should we be learning this? Why do I have to make a notebook? Why, when I can just take an iPad and can make points in that? Why do I have to take extra notes when you are going to give me the notes in the PDF form, or what? There are so many whys which come to their mind. So with this first thing, relevance, let this relevance come from child itself, and especially from the group who are not at all interested. This is how our Blackboard is going to look like. Just note down the sections which I have created. Right now, we discussed relevance. Why are we learning? I hope till here it is very clear that why are we learning should be coming from the students.
Yes, ma'am.
It's okay, Ji. Then date, and then topic. What are we learning today? Now, what will be written later? Why are we learning? And what are we learning? Both should come from students, and it all focuses on this guided inquiry. Now, what is this guided inquiry? Let me say, like, we all have been doing this experiential learning, hands-on learning, storytelling as a pedagogy, and whatnot. So all these terminologies which we have learned come under the term guided inquiry. For example, if I have to teach the poem Keeping Quiet in grade 12th, and I go in the class, my guided inquiry would be like, how many of you meditate? Probably the center word will be meditation. Okay, there may be 3 to 4 hands raised. Oh wow, you meditate, that's really wonderful. So why do you meditate? So the children would be, just because someone would say, my mother says me today to do so. Someone will say, it slows down my mind. Someone will say, it gives me peace. Someone will say, when I meditate, I kind of get a moment of introspection and whatnot. Whatever the children are saying around that word, keep on writing. This whole blackboard, the center space, should be filled with the words spoken by the children. Center is meditation. What does meditation bring to you? Let that come, let that flow from students. I hope this much is clear. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this entire space around guided inquiry should be filled with all those words which are coming as an answer from the children. Now, based on that, again, now tell the children, now if we like, if I'm taking, let's say if I'm taking this class on keeping quiet. So now when children have said it leads me introspection, it makes me feel quiet, it makes me feel calm, it makes me feel composed. So now relevance is kind of just these words to be joined together by certain conjunctions and like the relevant words. Okay, no worries. I'll repeat the entire thing again for you people. Right. So I was talking about, like, I hope itna is clear, where we talked about guided inquiry, where we talked about relevance,
Yes,
why are
ma'am.
we learning, till that
Yes,
the
ma'am.
topic and participation of children is clear.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Acha ji, can anyone quickly tell me from which point do I need to speak again, so that because I absolutely did not see that I was not audible. If anyone can help
Ma'am,
me quickly with this.
hello,
Hanji.
ma'am.
You said that
You told us.
Hanji.
the key portion is going to be the guided inquiry, because that is where you're going to be interacting with the students and filling in all the information. So after that,
Hanji, Hanji. Okay, Ji. Then I was telling steps of the session, that is agenda. I will like, see, our lesson plan is always to be kept on the table. So what you would do, I would always make my lesson plan based on this structure only. So that in case if I have forgotten anything, I can just quickly look into my lesson plan and write down, okay, like coming back to steps of the session, that is agenda. Let's say agenda for today's 30 minutes is that I'm going to teach the first two paragraphs of the poem to the children, because basically if a period is of 45 minutes, 30 minutes is the absorption time. Other than that, rest 15 minutes is like exit ticket and settling down the students, and it takes all that time. So based on that, two paragraphs, that would be my agenda, teaching first two paragraphs of the poem, Keeping Quiet. Now, how did we learn? Maybe if this is my first class, I'm going to be using explanatory method. Maybe I'm going to use a role play. Maybe I'm going to use the study buddy method. Maybe I'm going to use the peer technique, whatever. So that would be my how did we learn, or in other language, if I call it as language of learning. Now, if I have taught two paragraphs today, out of those two paragraphs, there may be 7 to 8 words, or let's say 10 words, which I know the children or even us, we are not making use of those words in our day-to-day life. Those set of 8 words, 10 words, 4 words, 3 words, whatever you as a teacher feel like, as a facilitator feel like, write down in the vocabulary section. Now, after that, when I was teaching all this, how did I expect the learner to behave? Now, here comes a very important role. We all know that there are different types of learners. Some are visual learners, some are auditory learners, some are kinesthetic learners. And based on that, if I'm well aware of all the types of learners present in my class, obviously I'll be curating my learning sessions like that. So here I'm going to divide, and I'm not going to tell this to the children that, okay, you're auditory learner, you're visionary learner, or you are kinesthetic learner. No, I'm not going to tell the students, but what can I do? I can smartly divide the board, excuse me, this section of board into 3 to 4 sections based on my homework, which I know. Like, let's say Rohan is a visual learner, Aman is an auditory learner, Suman is a kinesthetic learner. So based on that, I'll be drawing the lines in this particular, and then I'll be writing the names of those students only if I feel the child did not absorb the way I expected the child to be absorbing. Clear? Am I clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, जी. Okay, जी. Now, आप अभी हम homework पे बाद में आएंगे. You can say, see key takeaway. Now, this key takeaway, call those 10 students who did not participate at all, and let their names be written in that block of where there's a droop down face emoji. Just because, and it will, see, when as people say this idea does not work in the higher classes and this and that, okay, to an extent I agree that it may not work with the students of grade 9th upwards, but trust me, I have taught the same way in grade 12th. And other than this, like emoji part, and even emoji part also works, students come up with such wonderful things. And this is how, when the child sees, oh, and especially when the child sees, oh, a similar child like mine, his name or her name has been shifted from droop down emoji box to the smiling emoji box, that means that child has contributed something in the class. Let me also become a contributor. So slowly you will see a reduction in number of the names written in the droop down face box. So let these key takeaways be spoken by those children. Be a friend to them, be a help to them, but allow them to speak. Based on that, curate a homework. Now, after this much is done, if just one important point to be kept in mind, this center part, only this center part is something with which you will be rubbing time and again. So ensure that before rubbing whatever you have written in center, click a picture. If you're drawing something, if you're writing equations, if you're solving sums, if you're writing some poetic devices, X, Y, Z, whatever. But before rubbing the board each time, do not forget to click a picture and save it. Till here, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Hanji. So this is how our Blackboard starts serving as a repository. Moving ahead, I'll add on something to it. This next slide, you all can see defining zero period. Now, when I'm saying zero period, I am not talking about a normal zero period, which generally happens in all the schools before the assembly time and after the assembly time and before the main class speaks. No, this zero period should be your academic audit period, academic subject topic audit period. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this just because, and before this, whenever you think like once in a week, or let's say once in 10 days, or once in 15 days, depending upon the number of days you are going to take to finish a chapter, define your zero period frequency based on that. Let's say I took 15 days to finish one chapter, because in grade 12, English chapters are very, very lengthy. So I decided that after 15 days, I'm going to conduct one period as a zero period. Now, what's the objective? The objective of this period is, first, before entering into zero period, I'll be preparing a learning menu. Learning menu means a sheet of a paper, obviously, which I'm going to share with all my students, that in these 15 days, these were the important things we learned in this chapter. That becomes my learning menu for 15 days. Now, show them that learning menu. Ask each and every child, if you can do that, take the printouts. As many number of the students you have in the class, take out those many printouts, distribute it to each child, and tell each child to write his or her name and prepare it a little beautifully. Canva, you know, you all already had a class on Canva yesterday. Use Canva. You just have to design one, and based on that, you just have to take the printout, colored, beautiful, and then give it to each and every individual and ask them, this was the learning menu which I served you for past 15 days. How many things you couldn't digest? Let's take a reflect on that. So objective of this zero period, it may be any period, like it is your regular period, second period, third period, fourth period, but any of your subject regular period in which you're not going to teach, but you're going to pause, recall, reflect, and find out ways to refine what has not been digested by the children. So that is why the learning menu, making learning menu is very, very important. ठीक है जी? Clear? Am I clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी.
Ma'am, in short, we can say that one type of assessment we are doing, evaluation type.
Let's not call it as evaluation, because ma'am, here we are not giving them any questions. What we are serving them the topics we covered. Right? Let's
Okay.
say if you're teaching, let's say if you taught them photosynthesis, respiration, digestion, if like it's a grade 7th or 8th chapter or grade 9 chapter where life system is into flow. So there you must have taught, like, let's say you covered 6 topics in 15 days. So all those topics and their subtopics we are going to write in that learning menu. Right? So that it quickly gives you and student also a recall, okay, so ma'am has taught this also, ma'am had taught this also, maybe I was absent that day, so I missed on this subtopic, so this is a problem, a problematic area for me, so let me pause and let me tell ma'am if she can recall or if she can kind of no re-explain that thing for me. Right, ma'am?
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome,
Got
G. So over here, now what are we going to do? Here you can see on the left, the first thing is written today. Today means the names of the students who contributed into making your learning menu. You are holding an empty paper. When each child comes and says, ma'am, out of these 15 topics, I was not able to understand these 4, quickly write down. So they become the contributor of that day, right? And after that, month shout out or 15 days shout out, it again depends upon the frequency in which you're going to conduct this 0 period activity. So the child or the children who participated the maximum, their names should be written in this month or 15 days shout out. Again, key takeaways, always allow the children who did not participate at all to be speaking about the key takeaways. Language of learning here again means the multiple ways you used for teaching. Explanation, worksheets, MCQs, drawing, taking them to the smart class, or kind of conducting practical, whatever, they become your learning, language of learning. And then strategies. Okay, if my plan A failed, I executed plan B. So once you're writing this, again, once this board is filled, click the picture, keep it with you. Now, why am I telling you to click the pictures? I'll clear it out once I'm done with the finishing of the presentation. 0 period and its importance is clear, dear friends?
Yes, ma'am.
Hanji. Any question till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Ji. Now, you all can take a picture of this. And then we'll start with another thing. I hope all of you have clicked the picture.
Ma'am,
Okay,
please
Ji.
wait. Please wait.
Okay, Ji. Okay, Ji. No worries. No worries.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Ji. Now, just a second. Hanji. So now I have stopped sharing just because there are 2 ways. I hope whatever I explained is clear. If not, you can ask the questions. And if everything is clear, let us quickly, with the help of those key points which I've given you, can we quickly frame one lesson plan or one Blackboard module for each one of you and can share it with the class? Would you want to do it right now, or would you want to do it as a homework and share it in the group? I'm keeping both the options open.
As a homework, ma'am.
Okay, Ji. How many of you say as a homework? Purvi ma'am says as a homework. Rinku ma'am? Now, can we
Homework
have
is
the...
better.
Hanji?
Homework.
अच्छा जी, चलो अब फटाफट सारे अपने कैमरास चालू कर लो so that we can quickly get to interact something. Seema ma'am, are you comfortable opening your camera?
No,
Veena
ma'am, no.
ma'am? अच्छा जी, Veena ma'am?
Oh,
Veena ma'am, not Reena ma'am, Veena ma'am. Okay, ji. So I hope what did I mean by the word Blackboard Brilliance is clear to all of you, right? So now, any question till here? चलो जी, ठीक है. Knowledge तो बहुत overflow हो गई. अब एक काम करते हैं.
like one thing in our
Hanji,
school, like in our school, we are not allowed to use mobiles in the classroom. We can't click the photographs. Right. That is one thing.
Hanji.
And the second thing is we have been given the format of the Blackboard, what we
Okay,
need to
ji.
follow. So
Okay,
like
ji.
I got the experience of this, whatever you gave, that
Hanji.
I can utilize whatever space is given to me, in
Mhm.
the like wherever I mark it for teaching, there I can utilize it by making a section, separate section. That will be additional. I like
Yes.
that zero period idea. That was a
That's
great.
that's a wonderful idea, ma'am.
Yeah,
Trust me on this because as a teachers, na, when we are in the class, we go so quickly with the syllabus. So many a times it slips off our mind also. And then generally, we don't have just one work. Annual function, PTMs, copy correction, test, paper making, and whatnot. So the zero
right.
period, and now as when I told you, na, keep the pictures clicked. After having the pictures, what you should all be doing, गो एंड गेट इसका फोटो स्टेट एक मोटा वाला शीट आता ना या थिन शीट पे निकलवा के एंड देन गेट इट लैमिनेटेड राइट उसको लैमिनेट करा के कीप इट सेफली विद यू also what you can do, there are so many children who trouble us. Either they'll be absent and then during the exams their parent starts troubling, ma'am wo please bata dijiye na, my child was absent and so she couldn't do and he couldn't do. So what you can do, you can post all these pictures if I mean, because after COVID I think WhatsApp class groups are very very common, or some kind of platform where we all are always connected with the student. Post everyday picture in that group. Why? So that your parents are well aware of what was taught in the class. Many a times in many of the schools I've seen, the parents actually want to keep a close sync in with what has been taught in the class, because children generally don't go and tell, and if they go and tell they may fabricate. So what you can do, you can post everyday picture in the class group so that parents are always in coordination with you. Okay, on that is why I made an emphasis on writing the date, 23rd, 24th, 25th. So you know that these were the regular days when you taught, and these were the topics which you took in the sync. So now once you have that, photo state and get it laminated and keep it as a repository with you. Trust me, next year, because CBSE generally doesn't change the book and all, even if the book is changed or what, you still have some kind of backup with you, which can help you, which can save a lot of time to off. Like it has saved me a lot of time. It's been like kind of a big help for me always. So, and the zero period, yes, I strongly believe that zero period has been a very very helpful thing for me. Anyone else would like to share something?
Like in our school, we maintain one diary in the class. In each class, like monitors are maintaining the diary where we keep a record of what teachers are teaching in each period, along with the name of the teacher, topic, and even assignment. As you suggested, that we can, like if we take the permission from the management and we can share with the parents on daily
Yes.
basis, like what is being taught. That
Yes.
I can try in my school at least.
I would be very happy, ma'am, if I can be of any help to you, because obviously this daily record is kept on everyone's table, I guess, these days. Now we somewhere we call it as daily record or something like that, which is, which gives you glimpses of who came, and the entry time is also given, the exit time is also given. But over here, it's basically a repository for you and for the students both. I feel it's a big help for teachers also.
Because sometimes the parents uh, come up saying that nothing is being taught in the class, children are saying at home,
Exactly.
so that saves us. Like as a teacher, we have that proof that what is being taught in the class, which teacher has taught which subject, what was the content of that period, what was being taught.
Exactly, ma'am.
Yeah, that we
Exactly.
are maintaining in our school.
Ma'am, may I
Exactly.
share something?
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Ma'am, usually we don't use green board. A green board is there, but hardly we use because we are making blogs. So we are teaching through smart boards. Already we are preparing for fortnightly, and that we are sharing in the class. So everything, for example, I am teaching class one students. So for example, if I am teaching O Matra ke Shabd, on Monday I will introduce O Matra. So everything I have put inside that blog. PPTs are there, videos are there, and all the words of O Matra and the lesson is also there. So hardly we use a board. Still, what you have guided us to click the picture. So every day we are doing this on regular practice. So we are clicking the picture of the block, and if we are writing anything on the board, and if we are drawing something or describing anything on the board, so that also we are sharing every day with the parents in the WhatsApp group.
That's really great, ma'am. That's really great. So, Purvi
Ma'am,
ma'am.
one more
Hanji.
question I want to ask you.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Hanji, Hanji.
Ma'am, every day if we are posting in a WhatsApp group that what today we have taught, then I am thinking with both the sides that if every day we will keep, then it would not affect our attendance, class attendance.
No, generally it doesn't affect because, like, see, you all can already have. Abhi, I'll be. There's one very important thing, and that is building connection with the parent. You inform the parent beforehand. Ki this is something extra as in help I'm offering you, but that doesn't mean that your child will get absent. If you notice a particular child is, like, let's say, getting absent, it's a regular habit of that child. Stop posting the pictures. Click the picture, keep it with you, and stop posting. Don't be that liberal. Don't be that strict. We need to,
Because
we have.
sometimes
Hanji.
what happens, taken for granted they are taking that pictures तो आ ही जाएंगे, तो बच्चा नहीं जाएगा तो भी चलेगा. मतलब liberal हो जाते हैं parents.
I completely understand, ma'am. But again, see, at the end of the day, the management doesn't listen to the teacher. They listen to the parent only, right? So even if there
Actually,
was no.
in our schools, it is not allowed to post. Means sometimes in rare case we can post by with the permission, but every time we are not allowed to take the pictures also because mobile phones are not allowed. Only for activity for 5 minutes we can take mobile phone, and that we have to kept in our office, ma'am's office.
I understand. That's a practical problem. Still, you all can, just you all can go and can speak to your authorities and if they permit at all. Otherwise, if you're preparing your lesson plan this way, instead of, and obviously there would be different formats or what, for every school formats are different. But this particular thing actually reduces workload to quite a big extent, like quite a huge extent. Let's say if this is my lesson plan, this is what I'm going to reflect in my classwork, this is what is going to be reflecting in my homework. Everything is done in just one thing, in one page. That's all. ओके जी.
Thank you,
तो
ma'am.
चलिए, वेलकम जी. अभी एक एंड करते हैं सेशन को. All of you just close your eyes for just a minute. Just a minute. And just listen to me, and then we'll be doing this activity. I hope your paper, pen, everything is ready with you. Hanji? Fine. Close your eyes. Very good. Okay, ji. Now, just think of the warrior self of yours. Just think of that one moment when you felt like when you entered in the class and things were so disturbed, but still you were able to maintain your calm, composure. You entered in the class, and within a minute or a two, you were able to ensure, or let's say max 5 minutes, you were able to ensure that the class comes back into its own calm. Just think of that one moment. And once you're done with the thinking, you can open your eyes. Okay, ji. Rinku ma'am, take a sheet of a paper. Lakshmi ma'am, take this sheet of a paper and draw that warrior side of yours. It can be, let it be caricature, let it be messy, let it be anything. But I would request all of you, Veena ma'am, if you can, all of you draw that warrior side of yours, which gave you the maximum strength when you felt, this class is impossible, but still you were able to, get a great hold on your class. Let it be, let it be, let it be a caricature, let it be as messy as it can be. I'm just waiting to see some beautiful pictures. Purvi ma'am, where did you go? Lakshmi ma'am, कहाँ चले गए आप भाई? Turn on your cameras, please. Thank you. It makes me feel I'm accompanied with people, like otherwise it's low fir Purvi ma'am. Otherwise it makes me feel I'm all alone. Oh, wow. Rinku ma'am, you seem to be an artist. Oh, the fairy with the wand. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wait. I would like to click a picture of it. You're on mute. I cannot hear you. Just a second. My screen seems to be dirty. You're on mute. Ma'am, you're on mute.
Ma'am, let me decorate my lower dress also. I want to wear the footwear also. Just
Okay,
give me
ji,
2
okay, ji.
seconds.
Then I'll click the picture.
Okay.
Then I'll click the picture. Veena ma'am, can we have a look at your picture? Lakshmi ma'am, done? Done with the picture? Please show. You're on mute, ma'am. You all can unmute yourself. No worries. Lakshmi ma'am, you're on mute. Oh, wow. Can you lift it a little high so that I can see how did you color? Oh, great. Great. Wonderful. Purvi ma'am, may I have a look at your picture? Rinku the warrior. Wonderful. I have clicked the picture and definitely I'm going to put it on my status. Let me click ma for ma'am. Wow, gee, very nice. Very nice. I have some really beautiful artists over here, right? Great,
A
great, great.
messy classroom.
No worries. Messy classrooms are the most beautiful classrooms ever. The more disciplined the classroom is, the more artificial it looks, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
yes, a curious classroom is always full of noise and questions and, inquisitive minds and all. Lakshmi ma'am, are we done? Please show your picture. Ma'am, you're on mute. I'm not able to hear.
Trying
Yes.
to reverse my camera. Just a minute.
Okay, ji. Okay, ji. Take your time.
Okay, see it like that.
हाँ जी, अरे वाह, wonderful जी. Let me click a picture. That's
Engage them
great.
in some game or activity when they are unruly. So they're having the fun also.
Yes,
After the fun, then get them to go back, holding each one get something.
yes.
And then the class begins with that. With some
Wonderful.
activity using that object.
Just with one last activity, I'll give you all as a bonus for ensuring that your classroom becomes really, and it can be applied where the students are like, let's say, into that level where they're able to understand. We all have heard of SWOT, right? SWOT analysis. So here, what are we going to do? We'll tell children to open their palm, and in the center of the palm, write five strength of yours. You can do it for yourself also whenever you people feel like days are getting heavy and not. So over here in the center of your palm, write down five strengths. Okay ji? And in each finger, write down weaknesses. So one finger may cover two weaknesses of yours. Fine. In both the hands, once the writing is done, what you do, if you're doing it individually, this will relax your mind a lot. Just stand up and then this way, na, close your fist very tight. Inhale, like going like that. And exhale and open your fist. Inhale while
Ma'am,
going up and just a second and exhale while coming down. What are you doing? Each time you're closing your fist, you're closing your weaknesses with your strength, right? So what are we doing? We are covering our weaknesses with our strengths, right? So this, if you're doing it individual, you can do it this way. If you want to use it in your staff room or with your students, tell each child to be doing like this, right? So what will the child do? The child will write his five weaknesses and to strengthen each of this, and then tell them to stand in a circle holding hands. So now इससे क्या होगा? My weakness will be covered by someone else's strength. क्योंकि मेरा पाम के ऊपर उसका फिंगर्स आ जाएगा ना, राइट? एंड देन explain them how beautiful this is if you help your friends in covering up their weaknesses. If I'm covering, if someone else is covering my weakness, I'm covering someone else's weakness. So that kind of builds rapport in the class, right? Purvi ma'am, you were saying something.
actually, I don't know what you say to write in fingers, but I then understand that we have to write our weaknesses.
Yes.
But
Yes.
how to apply this in pre-primary students?
That is what I'm saying.
They,
For very small children, you cannot do this. For the children, when they come into understandable age, you can do this. But for sure, what I'll do, I'll find out some activities because I'm a art and therapist, a movement therapy practitioner also. I'll find out, I'll curate some activities for you and we'll post it in the group if that works well for you.
we are having circle time, so I am asking
Yes,
you. During
yes, yes.
circle time, we can do that.
Hanji, I'll definitely post some activities which may be a help of you. Rather, and this activity, this can, which I shared just now, can be done individually by you, can be done at the group level also. When you see that team spirit is going down, teachers are not kind of gelling with each other, there's a lot of misunderstanding created among students or among sometimes our friends also. Do this activity and see the spark getting back into your classroom. So with this note, I come to end of today's session. I hope I could add some value to your already, I mean, the well of worth or well of values which you all have. If I could, I'm really thankful to each one of you who took out the time and joined the webinar.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was wonderful session.
Welcome, G. Thank you. That's really kind of you to
Thank
be saying
you so
this.
much. Thank you
Thank
so much. Give us a lot of tips
Thank you,
on
ma'am. The
managing the
whole
class,
session was really very beautiful.
also sharing ideas. Sorry, I
thank
think overlapping with Purvi.
yes. So one
What
can
happened?
speak.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah, Purvi,
Ah,
go ahead.
I'm telling that all your session, the whole session was very beautiful. I love your activities very much.
Thank you,
And
G.
zero period is very good idea.
Thank you, G. Thank you, G. Yes, Lakshmi ma'am.
Yeah, I really liked it that you just didn't go into the theoretical aspect alone. You went into the activities that can be done with the children, which was the highlight of your session. Because I
I
think the practical aspect is more important when you're actually applying it in the classroom.
actually, ma'am, had it been a seminar, I am pretty sure I would have made all of you get up from your seats and do something like what a excitement activity, because that is what builds. We are not here to learn something. We all already know a lot. That is why we are teachers. That is why we are into this profession. It's just a platform over which we are sharing something which I may have missed from my toolbox, so I can take it from your toolbox and vice versa. This is what with which approach I do handle all my sessions.
And actually, ma'am, we are honing our skills, like attending workshops. So we already know so much thing. So by attending all these and learning from you, from other in other webinars, we are honing our skills.
Exactly, exactly. No worries, Reena ma'am. Just a second. There are so many messages, but no worries. And I would love, actually, ma'am. Actually, Reena ma'am, I would really love so that you keep me posted with this activities whenever you're going to practice. Just let me, if all can turn on the cameras, so I can click the picture and then we'll end the meeting quickly. Veena ma'am, now may I request you if you're comfortable? Reena ma'am, for a minute, if you can turn on the camera. Okay, ji, no worries. Chaliye ji, smile. Thank you. Have a lovely evening. Yes. Thank you, each and everyone.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you
I'll
so
be
much.
sharing the feedback form in the group. Also, I have curated some kind of a little workbook for all of you, which I'll be posting in the group. Some art and movement therapy practices, some NLP practices, which help me a lot because being a counselor, I also feel overwhelmed. So the activities which help me a lot, I have shared some with all of you. I hope it will help all of you.
Thank you so
Ma'am,
much in advance, ma'am. I would like to receive and I would like to apply that in my day-to-day teaching.
Sure, Ji. Sure, sure. Okay,
hello,
Ji.
ma'am.
Thank you. Hanji,
If
Hanji.
you have some ideas related to pre-primary section, then also you share with me.
Definitely, ma'am. Within 2 to 3 days, you're going to get a lot of activities from my side.
Ma'am, for classes
Thank
1
you.
and 2 also.
Sure ji. Bilkul ji, pakka. Okay ji. Bye.
Bye.